friends, it's Becca with Beautiful Mess Plans. I have something a little different. My voice decided to be done. So I will do a plan with me, I promise. But I've been asked a couple times now about how I do my nails. So I thought I would insert that at the beginning of this video. For those that are wondering, I'll put a timestamp so that you know when the plan with me starts. If you want to skip, totally fine. I'll probably show you and like talk through what I do the first time, and then I'll speed up the rest of it. So this does not take a super long time. So I use nail wraps. So I use Lillian Fox mostly. It is an online, lillianfox.com. But you can find nail wraps pretty much all over. But that's just the brand that I prefer. That's the one I use the most often. And then I do take off my previous nail wraps in the shower because the heat helps pull them off. I don't know if there's other ways to do it. They will not come off automatically in the shower. Like I actually have to kind of like pull at them, and then I just kind of wash off the whatever residues left on my nail in the shower. So that's how I do it. So that's why you don't see me taking them off, because I've already done it in the shower and I can't show that. So how I do it, again, nothing fancy, and it could be incorrect how I'm doing it, but this is just how I do it. So I have my nail wraps. I use a top gel. I actually like, or top coat. I use the Sally Hansen Miracle Gel as my top coat because I feel like it just works really well. There's all kinds of brands of top coat. And then I have a file. I have already cut my fingernails because I like to keep mine short. And so yeah, so we will just kind of jump into this. I don't know what the name of this one is. I get, like I said, I get all different kinds of nail wraps. These are like a matte, which is kind of sad because my gel is not, my top coat is not a matte, so I lose the matte color when I put the top coat on gel or on matte, but it kind of turns it shiny, but that's okay. So I just place it on. I usually find whichever one works best. I don't usually use the largest one. I use this second one for my thumb because you just match it up with what fits your fingernail. And then you just file it off. Now some people, especially if your nails are short, you could use this other side, like cut this part off and use the other side to to use on your other nails so you could get more uses out of it. I just don't do that. So I do it this way. I'm not the greatest at it. Sometimes I have to kind of take my my fingernail clippers and kind of clip off, but then it's on. Sometimes if they're thick, they need a little help sticking on, and you can rough up your nail. So you just take your file and you just kind of rub it along and rough your nail up a little bit, and that can sometimes help help it stick just a little bit better. So and then I just go through and I match it. I put all of my nail wraps on and then I put my top coat on. That way it's just kind of all drying at once. So I just kind of form it around. There is like a little stick that comes with it that you could use to kind of press it into your cuticles. I'm too lazy to do that, so I don't. So anyway, I'm gonna speed it up and you can watch me butcher this nail, and then we'll be getting into the plan with me. Insert this here that sometimes if they're not sticking well, like the sticky is weird. I'm gonna go ahead and do this coat, this nail. I will go ahead and put the top coat on once I get it on, because I'm not positive this one's gonna stay very well. So sometimes once I put the top coat on, it kind of helps. So there's that. So anyway, I actually don't know that I will leave the rest of it in here because it's hard for me to kind of see and work from this weird perspective, but that's it. That's how I do the nail wraps. I just go nail by nail and stick them on. These are kind of a trickier nail wraps because they are thicker, and the matte sometimes doesn't file off as well, and it doesn't stick to my finger as well. So anyway, that's how I do it for those that were asking, and for those that don't care. Here's the plan with me. Okay, I'm back. I have them all on. It was just really hard to do on camera. And as you saw, I knocked off this one and I had to kind of seal it back in, but it stayed on with once I put the top coat on. So it's a little trick if you ever, you know, are doing this and are struggling. I find that it helps. So anyway, enough about nails. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always ask. But again, no expert by any means, but you know, I wear them every week. So I know that there's been some questions in the comments about how I do it and what I do and all that. And that's how I get all my colorful nails. I do not go to a salon, nor do I do it myself. I use nail wraps. So, yeah. Okay, moving on. I did not sort out my stickers from what will be like journaling and what will be used here. So I kind of need to get some of this stuff out of the way because I spend enough time shuffling papers around, I feel like. So, okay, we are officially going to be switching over to the October kit, and I'm so pumped about it. I have not switched out my leather yet, nor my cover, but I'll probably do that this weekend. It is currently Thursday when I'm filming this because I'm going with my son on his field trip tomorrow. So I have some time in the morning, but I want to go ahead and get it done with today. That way it's done. So as per usual, I think we're going to start with the functional stuff, like my must-to-do stuff. You know what I'm trying to say. All right, so on Monday, my daughter has art club. Let's mark that, which I did end up pulling a marker, a Zig marker, and it is fawn, by the way, in case you're wondering. And then we switched to October, and let's see. We have Girls Who Code and then Silver City, and that's it for the week. It's a very, very quiet week, which is good because then we bring on the chaos. Like, then it gets busy. So I'll take, you know, the day of quiet. How have I marked it in the past? I want to say I've used one of these. We're just doing a day trip. Yeah, I've marked it with one of these, and then I've used, I gotta get the right. I moved all this stuff, and then I moved it in my way. I'm kind of a mess. Hold please while I dig for my tweezers. There we go. I have both my September bag and I have my October bag over here, so I have to dig to find what I'm looking for. Okay, so I think I'm going to use, let's just go with this brown. Let's not overthink it. And we're just going to put it just kind of here to signify just the day in general. I don't know what time we're going down. I do know, though, that my sister and her family and my parents are all going to meet us down there, so that'll be fun. It's been a while since I've seen them. And we all met up and did Soror City back in like April, I think it was. But we're going to, we had been planning to go, and I just was like, hey, if anyone else wants to join us, you're more than welcome to. So they're going to come down as well or join us at Soror City. So that's it. Wow, that was exciting. Wrapping that up. Let's go ahead and do our lines over here. October also officially starts Preptober for NaNoWriMo, which I don't know how much anyone has heard about NaNoWriMo, but there's been some issues in the past with the organization that runs the event. So although I'm still calling it NaNoWriMo, I don't do anything with the organization. I just write my 50,000 words, and the only thing I ever used the website for was to track my words, but I don't really need to do that. But I don't know what else to call it, so I'm still going to call it NaNoWriMo. So if you know anything about it, then just know that I'm not really going to take part in anything to do with the organization NaNoWriMo, but just the actual NaNoWriMo, you know. I hope that makes sense. So, okay, what do we want to do? We're doing Harvest Fest down at Silver City, so I feel like we could do, oh, the leaves are cool. We could do a bunch of leaves everywhere. I don't know. So those are both quotes. We'll set those to the side. We also have these, which you can't see because I picked it up. And these are cute. I like the girls. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. What is like now I'm like trying to figure out what I've even ever done. There's a lot of leaves. I think that's what's throwing me. There's a lot of leaves in this kit. And I also have those, but I don't think I'm going to use those. And I do have those. I probably won't use these. These are like the regular die cuts, so they're thicker. I'll just save those for my journal. But these are the transparent vinyl die cuts that come in the stationery kit, I think. And I could, you know, like, these aren't necessarily bad. They're bigger, which I feel like this week I could definitely use bigger things because, you know, I don't have a lot going on. Could do pumpkins. I'm hoping it doesn't rain. I mean, those are technically leaves falling. I mean, I feel like I'm just going to end up overthinking this, and I need to just not overthink it. I could do almost pumpkin patch like at the bottom. Do I like that though? I don't think I do. I think if I'm going to do pumpkins, I need to kind of keep it. I got some more leaves. Oh, here's a leaf. I do have Rapatha. I did not mark that. I do need to mark. I will need to mark that, which is fine. That's easy enough to put down. I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm just going to have to come to terms with the fact that everything is basically like leaves and pumpkins. And I could use her next to this leaf. I can hear kids on the playground playing. I have the windows open. Do I like this? I mean, I could, and then put a quote here in the middle. What do we think? Having trouble deciding. I feel like I should just go for it. And then we could use fall breeze and autumn leaves because that kind of feels fitting. Do I like this leaf though? Like I feel like she needs to be layered with something, which I could use like this instead of a leaf, and then we could always put the leaf somewhere else. And then put my quote right there. I think I like that better. We're gonna do it. This week has been a pretty good week. We've been able to open the windows back up, which has been really nice. We have, what else have we done? My son had scouts and he got to shoot off his rocket, which was like way more propulsion than I was expecting. I didn't go, but my husband showed a video of them shooting off their rockets. And yeah, it was kind of crazy, but he had a great time. He had a great time, and because we switched troops, I think I talked about this before, and so it's kind of getting used to the new troop, and he very much had a good time. And then Apparently I can't talk while I put that sticker down. What else? I went on my walks this week, and it's been such beautiful weather for my morning walks. I've almost caught up on my podcast I've been listening to, and I'm quite thrilled about that. Let me put that there. I listen to, just in case you don't know, I listen to History That Doesn't Suck. Bell. And I have been behind because I was like, well, I'm going to start from the very beginning, because if I'm going to listen to a podcast about American history, I'm going to, we're going to start from the beginning. And so I did. And that has put me a little bit behind on it, but I've almost caught up now. So that's exciting. Not that you care, but I think it's exciting. And wait, do I want to put there or want to put it down here? Where's my tweezers? My fingers get in the way, when you're trying to like see how something would look. So we could put it here, or we can kind of put it down here. I think I actually almost prefer the down here. And so I've been listening to that on my walks, and I've almost caught up, and I'm pretty pumped about it. I'm like 10 episodes or so away, give or take. So that's pretty cool. Do I need something over here? Maybe I'll need to pull a different, like smaller leaf or pumpkin or something. So I have some here. So do we want a leaf or a pumpkin? I feel like we should almost put a pumpkin over here, just because I have leaves all over, but I don't have pumpkins. Do I want to put a pumpkin? Do I feel like a pumpkin belongs? I don't know. Let's write art club so I don't accidentally put that over where I need to have it. I could kind of put it. Well, it's there now. And then I need to write in Girls Who Code. And actually, because we're in Preptober season, I'm going to make a section down here. Sorry if my head just got in the way. For writing. So, that was weird. For what I need to take care of this week. In terms of, I don't know what's happening. There's a car pulling in and out. I guess they forgot something. This week, and then work. I'm going to get more work stickers soon. Work. And that's it. Oh, right, my Repatha. I need to mark Repatha, because otherwise I will forget. And I'm not supposed to forget. I cannot get these back in here. You just have to hold your mouth right. There we go. What else happened this week? I actually just had a very moody week. That's, kind of it's just one of those weeks, I've just been in a mood all week, even with the beautiful weather and the walks. Just been in a mood. I think it's a little bit of feeling just burnt out from life. The monotonous of getting up, getting them ready for school, making food. I'm so tired of making food. So tired of making food. The days that nobody needs a lunch, which was today, by the way. It's so exciting. It's so exciting. Okay. So, here we are. What do we think? Do I feel like I need something up here, or should I just leave it be? Like, do I need something here and down here just to kind of like, again, I do this thing all the time where I'm like, it needs something but then I start filling it in and it looks just fine. What's our opinions and thoughts? Because I don't know. Please while I dig for something. I have, there they are, these. And I could put them up here just to give a little bit of something up here. And I have these that I currently don't have a use for. So I don't know if you can even see that. I matched the color somehow. Technically, I need to pull out this one from September, which is over back here. I'm a mess and I'm mumbling. I'm sorry. I've been trying to not mumble because I know that I mumble and it's really hard to hear what I'm saying when I mumble, but I've been mumbling. It's technically blue, but I think that's fine. And then I think I'm just gonna let the rest of it fill in, right? Because I could put something down, like I could put this down at the bottom, but I don't, which would bring in that blue then and make it look a little bit more something. Let's put it down, and if I don't like it, then I can always pull it back up. I don't know if you can see that. Where I had it, yeah, down here. I'm just gonna put it all the way to the end. I don't know that I'm going to like this, but we're gonna keep going. Because we've gotten this far. What do we think? I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't hate it. I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, so I think that's it. I think that's what I'm gonna leave it as, because again, it's gonna get filled in. Especially with a quiet week, I may end up doing a little bit more. I didn't do it, honestly, any housework this last week. It's been one of those weeks. So I may have to fill in a few more things this week just because I'm gonna have to catch up with some stuff. So, okay, well, I like it. I think it's cute. I'm glad to switch kits, even if it's gonna feel very repetitive with the pumpkins and the leaves. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're going to go with it because it's October, and I will use Halloween stuff. So I definitely will use Halloween this last week of, well, Halloween week, and I might use it this week as well. So really, we may only have like 2 weeks of the October stuff before we maybe incorporate. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. I don't have a plan. As you know, I do not think this stuff ahead of time. I just kind of do it as like I figure it out as we go. So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna say thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.